Hey, welcome to Crew Notes. My name is Josh. I'm joined here with Jess.
Hi, everyone.
And Simon.
Yo.
And I hope we are all doing well. It's so good to have you here. We can't
Yes.
see you, but we know you're there, and we're so glad you've joined us. So we've been looking at this series over the past 4 weeks called Thrive, and this is week number 4, and it's talking about being planted in God and that allowing us to thrive in our lives. Last week we talked about soil number 3 that you can plant yourself in, being community, the idea of thriving when we plant ourselves in a group of good friends to do life with. And today we are looking at soil number 4, which is serving.
Cool.
Big topic. Yeah,
Massive.
That's a nice one today.
it is indeed. So isn't it incredible that when we talk about Jesus, who was literally the Son of God, he was sent by God to earth, he didn't come just to be served. He didn't come to just sit on a throne and just do nothing. But it actually says in Matthew 20:28, for even the Son of Man, Jesus Christ, came not to be served, but to serve others and to give his life as a ransom for many. It's incredible because it shows that we actually have an example of what to do when we want to serve our community.
So nice.
God doesn't just expect us to figure it all out. He doesn't expect us to know everything, but he actually says, hey, look, here's this amazing example that I sent down to earth. Look at what he did. So what did he do? Well, he really cared for people. He had such a passion for people, even those that were kind of outcasts and weren't considered to be beneficial to society, but he brought them in and he cared for people and he showed people love and care. He literally washed people's feet, which at the time
Not
was
everyone
really
does
the
that.
lowest of the low. He really gave his life for people in service. And all of this kind of sums up in a sentence that's spoken in the Bible, which is literally to love your neighbor. So what does that actually mean? Well, when you love your neighbor, it means that you're not just serving the people that you're directly in contact with. You're not just serving your friends or the people that you would necessarily want to serve. But to love your neighbor is to love the person next to you, to love the person who is your neighbor, the person on your side. And it just means that we really want to serve the society that we live in to the best that we can in such a positive way. So there are 2 ways that you can do that. And number 1, that's serving in society. So that's going out into your community and serving in ways like that. And then number 2 for us is serving in church. And obviously we've got such an incredible opportunity here at church, so many teams that you can get involved in and get a part of and really just get ingrained into this church community. So why do we serve? What's the point in serving? Well, ultimately we serve because that's the way that God made us to live. We serve because God didn't want us to just sit and not do anything, but he wanted us to actually be active and do stuff, serve people in our society. And as such, serving really leads to such a fulfillment in our own lives. You know, when you serve other people, you benefit them, you give them blessing, but really for ourselves, there's a fulfillment to be found in serving other people. And I do really encourage you that if you're not involved in serving at church, Anna did touch on this last week as well, it's such a good way to get involved. It's such a good way to get involved in community as well, as we were talking about last week, and really just get ingrained into being part of a community and part of something bigger than yourself. And serving in church is fantastic because you don't have to figure it out. Yeah, so many teams.
So many things you can serve on.
Yep, and when you go in to serve on a team, obviously there is an overarching purpose for that team, so you don't have to figure everything out, but you can go in and ask someone, how can I serve you? How can I help in this way? And it's such a good way to learn how to live a life of service. So we're going to look at some examples. So Jess is just going to share with us a little bit. So I've got a couple of questions for you about serving. So what in your life does serving actually look like for you?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I think serving, when you're thinking about like a church perspective, I think it's more like do everything that is needed.
Yeah.
It's like not just doing what you like, what you enjoy, but having a yes positive attitude.
Yes.
It's like, do you need that? Yeah, I'll do that. What do you need me to do? I'll do that.
Yep.
It's cleaning that. I'll do it. It's that sort of thing that no matter how your day is looking like, or no matter how you're feeling, always saying, yes, I'm the first one there. I'm the first one serving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's it's so nice.
Yeah,
so
that's
nice
it.
to be a part of a team. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Obviously, we talk about service being a sacrifice, and obviously sometimes you end up doing stuff that you don't want to do, as you were saying, just like cleaning stuff or putting chairs away or something like that. But service in any sense is fantastic, so that's really cool.
Yeah. And if you think about it, outside church, also, it's like it's putting others first.
Yes.
It's we represent God in a way.
Yes.
So we need to
100%.
show that we are love, that we are light. And it's like other people don't know about God.
Yep.
So we need to be not just loving them, but also be extra patient, extra grateful as
Yes.
well with them. And it's nice because you put each other's persons first.
Yep.
And then you stay aside in a way.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is really nice for us
Yeah.
as well.
That's really good. Cool. So yeah, question number 2 for yourself is how in your life have you actually seen a benefit from service? How have you seen yourself thrive through serving other people?
I think it's probably what we were saying earlier today. I think it's the fact that you put someone else first means that you take yourself out of that spot. You stop thinking about yourself. You stop thinking about what your issues is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think we tend to be, at least me, I tend to be so selfish and say, oh, this is going on in my life. This is how I'm feeling. And I forget the things around me.
Yeah.
But when I put someone first, what I do is I take myself out of the first spot.
Yeah.
I bless that person because helping someone else will bless on their lives,
Yeah.
would invest on them. And that little thing can actually make such a huge change in their lives. But it's also the fact that you put yourself out of that position. You forget about your things. You put God's kingdom first.
Yeah.
You serve Him, and He take care of your stuff.
Yes.
And I think in that case, I thrive in receiving peace.
Yes.
Because it's like I don't worry much about my situation because I know God take care of that.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's that sort of double corner sort of thing. I help someone else, and in between, God helped me in my life, and I
Yes.
see such a change when I stop thinking about myself and I actually put someone first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually think it's not that you do it because to be blessed, but I actually do feel that the blessings that you get by serving someone else and putting someone else's first are way huge.
Yes.
Way bigger than anything else.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I love. It says in the Bible, obviously, that we were made in God's image, and that means that God shares a lot of the same traits that we do. And so, obviously, the fact that we want to serve is reflected in God as well. So it's fantastic, as you were just saying. Like God wants to serve us, and so He wants us to be of a servant heart, so that He can really come into our lives and serve us in those ways. So we're just going to jump over to Simon now.
Yeah, we got some questions for you guys in the groups.
Yep.
Question number 1: what does humility look like for you?
Yep.
Number 2: how can you serve the people around you? Number 3: how can we make sure we're humble and graceful to others?
Yeah.
Right, let's go back to the groups.
Yeah, let's
Back
do it.
to you there.